Welcome to Pishi Bomba. My name is Claire Karatu. If you're joining us for the very first time, then this is a show that brings you delicious and easy recipes. Not only that, we get to taste food from various chefs and have you, our viewers, join us in the pneumatic kitchen as we show you step by step of any meal you'd like to learn how to make. All right, now on today's episode, we have a very special guest, actually two. So let's find out who's joining us in the kitchen and what ingredient we'll be cooking with. All right, we'd like to welcome our very special guest on set, Nick Quach. Please welcome to the show. Hi!
Where's the energy around the room? Where's the energy? Good to see you.
You want the camera guys to scream, our producer. They should be making noise for you to be here.
Like there's 1,000 people in here. Let's, you know.
It's so lovely to have you on set today.
It's so nice to finally be here.
What an honor. Now, if you have not seen this gentleman, then I don't know what you're missing on. It's pure talent. He's been in the industry for some time. Please let our viewers know who you are.
My name is Nick Quach. Yeah. I'm an actor, writer, creator, and TV host sometimes.
Yes.
I'm a panelist on a couple of things.
Right.
And the general umbrella is that I am a creative.
Fantastic. And today you're going to be creating over here.
Amazing.
Because you know
this
what?
This looks nice.
It is going to be fantastic. Now, not only have we been able to cook with this, but we've tested it, we've tried it, the whole team has tried it. And this is Ajab Premium Fortified Maize Meal. Unajua kwa nini inaitwa premium? You're about to find out. You're about to find out. But I'm going to ask you to please wash your hands right there so that I can be able to give him an apron. Now, when you see we have a premium, you know, guest on set, and it's two actually because Quach is here as well. We will be making it with some very, very good side dishes as well. Now, what is a good ugali without fish, samaki? This is basically how I'd probably have it. Quach, please come back.
Yes, yes. I was wondering, do I just keep there?
No. Here you go. Oh, here you go. Yeah, there you go.
Ah, very nice.
Ata chini ya jacket ni sawa tu. Perfect. Just as long as we don't get you dirty.
You know, has it started showing that I'm not in the kitchen often?
Yes, it has.
Yeah?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Let me tell you, today you're going to leave here. Unasonganga ugali? Ushaisonga ugali?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so ugali you're fine.
Ugali is good. Samaki,
how do you normally have it?
I mean, I'm from the lakeside. We have it all sorts of ways. Like every other... My favorite is usually when it's just dry and something on the knee. But I also like when... You know, we make a stew out of it.
Okay.
And we... So, yeah, whichever way is fine with me.
All right, then today we'll be making it slightly different. We'll be using nazi, a coconut sort of sauce. But we won't really cook it in it. So, because you've mentioned it's dry, what we'll do is we'll make the sauce. Alafu we'll just tumbukiza and we'll tumbukiza the fish in there. It won't necessarily have to soak in all of those flavors, but you'll just have a sauce to dip in our delicious ugali.
Wait, so that's how coconut fish is made?
There's different ways. Kuna samaki wa kupaka. There's different ways. Yes.
Okay, okay.
You have it? Usually?
Yeah, I eat it. I just have never known how it's made.
And now you're going to know how to make it. So we're going to go through the ingredients. We've got ginger, garlic, turmeric, cloves. We've got black pepper. We've got salt. We've got cubes, just regular cubes. Tuna onions.
Yeah.
Tuna coconut cream.
No, they're called, where I come from, they're called Luo men.
All right, we've got our lemon. We've got our tomato paste. Okay. We have terere na tuna nini? Nyanya. And of course, we have our Ajab Premium Sifted.
The main character.
The main character.
Yeah.
Of which we're going to make last, okay? So the first thing we're going to start with is our coconut because we want our ugali bado iwe moto. And Quach, I'm going to ask you to come to this side because niwe unapika. Sio mimi. Here at Pishi Bomba niwe unapika.
Very nice.
All right, Quach, as we do it here on Pishi Bomba, we want you to leave here knowing how, don't focus on our sufuria, it has cooked many things, okay?
That's the true sign of taste.
Good food.
Yeah.
Lazima.
For sure.
All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of oil. It doesn't look like a little bit, but it is a little bit. Alafu I'll ask you ongeze nini? Onions, yani vitungu.
So do I put
all
of... okay.
Nusu ya hiyo.
So, okay, let me see if my measure of nusu is something,
that is nusu for real.
Yeah, it's nusu for real. Because when it's nusu, just tell me to stop. I feel like a lot of us don't know when to stop. That's
perfect.
That's perfect.
Thank you. All right, now what we want our onions ziwe translucent. Sio brown, sio golden brown, sio black. Vile watu wanapenda kusoma nani onions zao. Just translucent. Yani
translucent is what? Like it just looks like it's
see-through kidogo.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
So you just want to, actually what it's called sweating out your onions. You just want them to sweat kidogo, ziwe soft.
So that means what? Like removing the water inside?
Basically, you just want to fry them lightly, not too much. And you can give that a little bit of a spin as well, just so to make sure that we've softened them.
How do you know when it's time? Ama hiyo sasa tegemea ancestors wakwambie. Sasa ndio hiyo.
Now, you can tell from the texture and also from the color. Like, for example, I can show you one that's getting translucent. You see this? It's getting a bit lighter than what it was before. And it's going to start to soften up. But it also depends on the heat that you're cooking on this. You see, this is a bit on the higher side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce it ever so slightly, just to make sure that we cook it. Sorry, chef.
I'm wondering.
I'm here. How dare I am here. How dare I? All right, Crutch, now as we wait for those onions to cook, please tell us a little bit about the acting industry. And if somebody's watching and wants to join, what advice would you give them?
I've been in the acting industry now. This is my 15th year.
Okay.
Professional, that is. Of course, all of us start way younger. And for me, when I was joining the industry, I asked one of my very first directors, Mr. Sami Mwangi, why do you keep doing this thing? And the advice he gave me was, one day I woke up and this was taking care of me. And I said, si mwalimu anafundisha ndio ajijali. The doctor is doing the work so that he can take care of himself. And if this is taking care of me, then it is just a career like any other.
Oh, wow.
And this is what I found out along the way as well. So it's been many years and there's still many years to come.
And many, many more. And we'd love to see you on our screens. So we hope you just keep going at it. And so advice you'd give somebody. But before we get to that advice, I just want you to give that a little bit of a mix. Again. And you see how the onions have reduced. Yes.
Let me ask you.
I'm going to put a little bit of salt.
Okay.
Just to make sure our onions actually have flavor as well. Okay. Yes, ask me.
Okay. Is it that there is more heat on the outside? Why is it that the outside ones are the ones?
You are right, because the flame is a big flame. So then they're the ones that are catching most of the direct heat. All right, now what we're going to do now is I'm going to ask you to add a little bit of garlic and just a touch of ginger.
So a little bit is like 1 spoon?
Two spoons. You know, you can never have
enough
of garlic. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
That's perfect. And then you can do 1 spoon of the ginger and give that a mix, please.
Let's have the spoon back.
All right, there you go.
You know, this is like in football, for those who know, the mixture.
That's too much, just a little bit less. Yes.
Here?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
In football,
those who know that garlic and ginger is like Saliba and Gabriel. That's how they work together well. Yeah,
they always work together well. Let me tell you, you can never go wrong. Please put a teaspoon of the turmeric, which we're beginning to incorporate our spices.
Okay, like full spoon?
Full.
Okay.
There you go, straight in there. And then we're gonna put just 2 cloves.
Okay, so just 2 is?
Literally just
2. Okay.
All right, we can add a third one because it's not.
Finally, great. I've seen nini zile miti za pilau kabla ziingie.
Vile zinaka.
This is how they look.
And then we put a half a teaspoon of.
Half a teaspoon.
Perfect.
So that's
perfect.
Nice. Okay.
And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask you to crush this 1 beef cube just straight in there.
Okay, just 1.
Just 1.
Okay.
Perfect, because we're going to give that a mix and then we're going to keep tasting just to make sure we have, actually you can put a second one.
Okay.
Just to make sure we have the right flavor.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and give that a mix. Now the spices are just going to cook slightly. You can smell just the aroma already. It smells fantastic, doesn't it?
It does.
Alafu kisha utaongeza nini? Please add, I can add this for you. Just half of the, what is it called?
Tomatoes.
Yeah. And then I'm going to increase the heat so that we can reduce okay. So it's going to soften the tomatoes, release the water. Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please. And then at this point is where I'm going to add in just a pinch of salt because of our tomatoes that have gone in. Now, in most cases, what we want is a sukari, just to cut the acidity.
Oh.
But because coconut has a little bit of sweetness, we won't do that. What we're going to do is we're going to wait for that to sweat through, just for it to reduce and the tomatoes to soften and break apart. And then we're going to put in the rest of our ingredients and we'll be pretty much done with that.
Ah.
Fantastic. All right, now the last thing before our tomatoes really break up is I'm going to ask you to add just 1 teaspoon of
the paste.
Chips one, yes, of the tomatoes.
Like that's enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we just add another one.
Another, okay, just to make it look good. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
And we're just going to fry it lightly before we mix it in.
Yeah. So what does this do that the tomato does not?
Richness, flavor, texture, color, a bunch of things.
Ah, okay.
Taste.
Okay.
So there's a lot of stuff that it does, and you'll see the color of the stew will change, and it will add to the, because we see we're going to add a little lightness with the coconut cream. So it will add even, you see this?
Yes.
Ongeze tu maji alafu tumbikize inaitwa nini samaki. You're done.
Ah, okay.
So it can make so many different things. This can be perfect. Kwanza na ugali.
Yes.
Perfect, especially when you break down your tomatoes. Just kaanga, just simple. Flavors are good. It tastes amazing. Actually, I'll let you taste this.
Yeah.
Just on its own for you to see that it's all in building the flavors. That's what you do. Just build the flavor. So what I'm doing now is I'm breaking down the tomatoes. If you want to blend your tomatoes, it's easier.
Ah, yeah, it's faster.
It's faster, so you won't have to go through this. But if you like chunks of tomatoes here and there, then this is perfect.
Okay.
All right, you can go ahead and do that. Exactly what I was doing. You saw what I was doing. Just vunja vunja.
Just vunja vunja.
Bas.
Okay.
Make sure you mash everything through.
Hii na ugali ni tamu ajabu.
Tamu ajab.
Tamu ajabu.
You know, funny thing, I love the fact that you brought that up, because the ajab unga is what we're going to be making ugali with, and it is premium, but it's sifted.
What does that mean?
Exactly. Yani, you see the way the unga is, a
Yeah.
further step. Now wame sift, yani, so that you have only the finest of particles.
Like the premium parts.
Bas.
Yeah.
Bas. So now you can imagine the smoothness of the ugali. Wait, you're going to see. But you see the way you're saying that? Basically, you can have this with wet fried choma, mboga, madondo, samaki. You should try ugali na madondo. Samaki, supu, ndegu, pojo, stew, yani anything. Absolutely anything.
Ah, okay.
All right, and of course it's available to you, so you can run to our supermarkets and get yourself a packet of premium maize flour. As we enjoy this right here, let me tell you, run, because this is a delicious ugali. I love the way it's looking right now. You understand what I mean by uneza? You imagine
Sasa ni rojo.
Rojo.
Yeah, this one. You know, there's some. Nikame inaita. Where's the ugali?
All right, please give that a final mix just to make sure that it's not sticking on the surface.
Ah, okay.
And at this point is where we want to add in our coconut cream. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and put just a little bit first. Give that a mix, please. Unaona sijaongeza maji. Nyinyi watu wa maji tafadhali, my people.
Hiyo message weka pale kenol. Kenol. Ukiweka kenol, huko kote watajua maji, please. It's not a must.
It's not a must. Stay far away from me. You can give that a mix now. Just to make sure that, look at the color, it's lightened, the turmeric, the tomatoes, the tomato paste, it smells fantastic. Let me just give that a mix, just
That's
a
really
taste.
nice.
Thank you. A taste just to make sure that.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is really looking like what it looks like.
All right, I'm going to add just a little bit of salt, and we're going to add a little bit more of the coconut cream just to make sure that we have enough sauce.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to ask you to mash up, please. Do a mash up.
Mash up or
mash up. Yani the nyanya ivunje kabisa.
Oh, like sasa
yes, mix it so it doesn't stick as well. And then I'm just going to add a drizzle of some lemon juice. Just kidogo tu.
Okay.
Straight in there. Imagine hata iko tayari.
I can see.
You can see,
like
you
me,
can
in
smell.
my head, I'm like, nikijipata na hii kama ugali ilikuwa, it was a good thing to not make ugali first.
I know, right?
Because ilikuwa ready, sidhani kama tungeendelea.
All right, now I'm going to gently take out our fish. Now this was fried earlier on, deep fried with a little bit of salt, and we're just gonna place it right on there. Hata unaweza ifunika, unaweza iacha hapo, unaweza tu acha isoak, hata usifanye kitu, achana tu nayo hivyo.
Ah, very nice.
And let it simmer through. Now that is going to continue to reduce and the flavors to just marry. Flavors lazima ziwe, you know, they mix in there kabisa.
Okay.
So we're gonna let the flavors marry. We're going to go on a short break and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Pishi Bomba. We have been in the kitchen with Kwach.
Amazing.
And it has been such fun in here. We've already made our fish. Kwach, tumefanya nini na samaki?
Samaki, we've made the paste. I remember the garlic cloves, the sauce.
Woo, yes.
And then the coconut. And then we threw in that mwendazake nini.
Alafu ulikuwa umeniuliza swali.
Yes.
What did you ask me about the blending? Please
Oh,
ask
yes. I asked that, why is it that some people, after they have made the sauce, that's when they blend it, then they put it back?
Good. I loved that question so much because also his friend also answered it. Basically, it's for the texture, the smoothness. You see, kwa hii you have the bite of the nyanya ya tungu ya nini. But when you blend it, not only does it enhance even the flavors because you blended the onions and it's extra sweet, the texture is very, very smooth. Yeah. Okay. So that is one way to do it. Before you put your fish, unaweza blend alafu urudishe kwenye pan. Ama hata just apply it on your fish.
So is there a difference when you blend raw materials and when you blend it after frying?
Yes.
Is the flavor better?
Yes. I personally think the flavor is way better.
Yeah.
Once you cook it and then you blend it. Yeah.
Amazing.
That's actually a very good question. Now, we've got a pan. We've got some oil.
Again, another one.
Another one.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to add some onions because this is going to be for our veggies.
How much this time?
This time, you can put a half of that now.
Half of this?
Yes.
Okay.
So
that's
like
perfect.
That's perfect, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't know who we're leaving this for, so it's fine.
Okay.
And greens with onions is just fantastic.
How
okay?
come this one is not making me to cry? Ama people are just dramatic.
If you're the one cutting it,
Okay.
ask the ladies who were behind the scenes doing this work right here. Yeah. All right, so what we'll do is we're going to add a little bit of salt. That is just to make sure that everything is seasoned on your plate.
Okay.
Kidogo tu. You're going to wait for that to
sweat. You sweat it out. Translucent, I remember.
Yeah. We're going to wait for that to sweat and for it to become translucent. Meanwhile, wewe ndio utasonga ugali wewe. We have our water. Is this a big enough mwiko for you?
Yeah.
Good. So we have our water which was boiling. And of course, we've got our premium, fortified, sifted, smooth. By the way, I'm not even joking. We have made this before, and it is literally the best ugali I think I've tasted.
This is amazing.
It is. Just look at how fine that is.
That looks really fine.
The aroma. Just hold on. Okay. So what we're going to do is, it looks very fine.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is we're going to pour just a good amount of it.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to please begin to songa your ugali.
So how do you know when it's enough? Ama ancestors hapo ndio wanaongea.
Hapo sasa is just ancestors.
Ama from experience now.
I think it's from cooking a couple of times, but also I'm going to add a little bit unga to that. I also do like my ugali really, really soft first. So work into a paste and then keep adding. Okay. I think that works best for me, but I can see that's actually enough. I don't know. I just always get it right.
Experience.
Unapima na macho.
No, the ancestors are like
Apo. All right, so we're gonna give that a lovely mix. Yeah, I don't think.
So usually, is there like a formula? Because now ninaifanya kama rookie.
Okay, let me help you there. So what you want to do is you want to make sure, I think you're doing a great job, is you want to make sure you have all that ugali just mixed out so that you have all the flour. So from the bottom. Okay. How do you make sure haina lumps? Like this, by mashing it on the side of the pan if you must. You see, just making sure that you're pounding it completely. Okay. Yeah, so you have to work really, really fast because now it's starting to get ready, which is, you don't want that. You want to make sure from the beginning you're working your ugali. So, like it can be ready kabla ive. What is that what you're saying? Na ikuwe na lumps. If you've not mixed it, if you've not mixed it well, it can
Okay.
get ready na iwe na lumps. So you just want to make sure that you mix it completely well. Very, very smooth. See, I told you we don't need to add any more unga.
Yeah, that's...
My measurements did me right.
Do you know another career where you can thrive?
As a
Pale kwa
bartender.
mjengo
Oh.
ya kunini simiti. You know that math is very difficult. Eh?
You measure the...
Kuchanganya maji, how much water for how much cement. Yeah, I feel like it's the same math here.
It's the same math.
Yeah?
All right, I'm going to cover this and give that on low heat. Just give it a little bit more time.
Oh, okay.
It's not a must. This is just something that I like to do just to make sure that the ugali yani imeyote kabisa.
Yeah.
And what I do is I just give it a little bit of some holes. It's not necessary.
Yes.
So that the steam can rise, and then we're gonna cover it. Not a must.
What's like the biggest size of ugali you've ever made? Because
for
naonanga wale
family.
wanapika na nini. Have you ever gone to those matangas for ushago?
Yeah, then
You see ameshika almost something ile ya kupeleka boat.
Yeah.
Akiilwa.
Aroa.
Yes.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It has to be that big because
Yeah.
that's the only thing that's going to mix it.
Yeah.
All right.
So I wonder how big an ugali someone can make. Yeah, it
Should
looks
make
like a
the-
skill.
Guinness holder will make
Yeah,
the biggest
like
ugali
I did,
in
yeah.
the world. All right, now our onions are ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to add, just this one is just a little bit, so I can add for you. Just kidogo tu, siwe mingi sana. Just for the flavor. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add our greens, yeah?
Ah, okay. So this
Straight
one
in
you don't go in with a lot of those things.
No, no, no,
They're
no.
already in the other.
This is, you need it,
Okay.
nature.
Okay.
Fresh. They don't need any of those things. You just need a little bit of salt, a little bit of onions.
So
and
you
that's
said
it.
you put them whole like this. You don't like.
You can cut them, but I just want to put them whole.
Ah, okay.
Just for,
Yeah.
speed.
Okay.
But you can cut them. You are wondering why I'm not cutting these
Yeah,
leaves.
nashanga. There are people who spend 1 hour in the kitchen.
I
Nashanga.
know.
Nini. Mama Njeri, silete chakula tukule.
Wanakata.
Mtu wako huko kumbe ni kukata anakata. Kumbe they can be eaten like this.
They really can.
This is such a bachelor's hack.
I know, right?
Just bring the nini rusha kwa sufuria ikiwa hivyo.
Please give that a mix for me.
Okay.
And what we're going to do now is we're just going to make sure that both these meals are ready and our food will be absolutely done. I want you to see just how easy and fast it is to cook this ugali, just how smooth it ends up being, and of course, how amazing it smells.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right?
I can already feel the
aroma.
The aroma, yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
now we're going to wait for this to get ready and then we'll get to serving.
I think Ajab must be Wachoyo's nightmare
Why?
because you can't make the ugali privately. The aroma.
Guys will know you're cooking.
They will know you're
They are
cooking.
cooking ugali.
They will know you're making ugali.
All right, I think we're done. We're just going to clear over here, wait for that ugali to get ready, and then we'll serve. All right, now the moment of truth, Kwach, which you get to taste your food.
Ha.
Ha!
Okay.
I've put for you a lot of ugali, see?
Yeah.
This one is just all for you
Feel it.
if it decides to come out. Ah,
Yeah.
there you go. And
Oh,
then
that's how it's usually done.
it's so simple, isn't
Mimi
it?
naonaga tu patiko kwa meza. I've always wondered. How do they put it like that?
Perfectly. Just
Okay.
use a bowl.
Ah, okay.
And then we're going to put for you a little bit of your greens
Now
here.
it looks very different. It's broken down.
It's so little, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it looks yummy now.
Does it?
Yeah, and the onions stayed in character.
They stayed. That's what I wanted. I wanted you to have a nice amount of onions. Actually, I'm going to move this right here.
Yeah.
Because the fish is quite large.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is we are going to grab our fish. You can smell the coconut. Smells fantastic. We just wanted to make sure that it's all there. Look at that.
Wow.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks very nice.
All right, now, Kwach, I'm
Yes.
going to, because you got to do it with the whole of it, isn't it?
Okay.
May you please hold this pan for me?
Yes.
Just there, just so that I can get a good without breaking it.
This samaki is huge.
It's huge. And
like
then
he
what
wants
we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit more of that sauce for you, just on top. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
We're going to finish it off with some dania just on top, just for garnish. Nothing special.
Okay.
And that's it.
Make it look good, make it feel good, smells good. I don't know if it tastes good.
We're about to find out. All right, Nick, please go ahead and try your fish and your ugali. Try the ugali kwanza peke yake.
Peke yake,
for you to
nisikie
see
tu.
the smoothness and the flavor, and just absolutely delicious. Right?
Hii
Premium ugali.
unaweza ikula hata na strungi peke yake asubuhi.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's very good. It's really
so
actually
good.
very good.
Yeah, we're not
very,
just
very
saying
good.
it, guys.
Yeah.
It's actually very, very, very good. All right, now try everything else, please.
So you try them together. Okay. You can never try it without the ugali. Yeah, ugali is your main lead character.
The main thing, yes.
And then now the fish.
The fish. Be careful, it's still quite hot.
Yeah. Very nice.
Get a little bit of that gravy and give it a go. Niwe umepika?
Huyu mpishi aolewe.
Niwe umepika?
Whoever has made this food,
chef.
if it is me, huyu mpishi aolewe. That's really good.
And it is absolutely
really, really
used at it. So now you can't tell me you don't know how to make samaki, you don't know how to make ugali, you don't know how to make terere. Now you know how to make
Who
it.
knew this is where I would be coming to get a life skill?
I know, right? Who
Because
knew?
now, anzeni kushona nguo. By next year at a time like this, kuna harusi. Sawa sawa. Because now, there's no way unaweza pikia mtu hivi akose kufikia harusi.
I know, right?
Okay.
Thank you so much for spending time with us here on the show, Kwach. It was just absolutely lovely having you
It's a
here.
good time and the food is very good.
And I can't wait for you to dig into that. I know you're waiting for the cameras to cut,
Yeah.
and you can
Ni
go ahead
kule
and
kabisa.
dig. I know. And to you, our viewers at home, run and get your premium fortified maize meal by Ajab. It is good.
Yeah.
Smooth. It is sifted, so you have a very smooth ugali, and it's easy to cook as well. And the aroma is fantastic. It's available in all our supermarkets. Yeah? So please run and get some. All right, now before our guest leaves and finishes the rest of this, Ajab was ever so kind. Let me see how strong I am. I think I am. I think I am.
Yeah.
There you go. This is for you, Kwach. Thank you so
No
much.
way.
Just for the time you spent with us. Absolutely. Yes, now you can go and make yourself some. Where you're going, go and give them and share the love, okay? And to you, our viewers, we cannot wait to see what you cook up with your Ajab Premium Maize Meal. Run. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of Pishi Bomba. Happy cooking.
Umesema hii na ugali ni tamu ajabu.
Tamu Ajab.
Tamu ajabu.
Unaona sijaongeza maji. Nyinyi watu wa maji tafadhali, tafadhali, my people.
Hiyo
Please.
message weka pale
Please.
Kenol.
Please.
Kenol. How do you know when it's enough? Ama ancestors hapo ndio wanaongea.
Hapo sasa it's just ancestors.